this episode of Rural Roots Canada, we profile an Alberta-based craft brewer as well as a maltster to find out how they are distinguishing themselves from their respective competitors. But first, a water management project in southern Alberta is nearing its one-year anniversary and is showing promise. The president of the Alberta Federation of Agriculture says their $2 million initiative has the aim of developing hydrologic maps that will help farmers and many related organizations assess the likelihood of overland flooding, drought, and soil saturation. Lynn Jacobson tells Rural Roots Canada they will see the first-hand data this summer.
So this project can do surface water, subsoil moisture, all the way down to bedrock and the water movement as it moves through the soil. Also, it can look at what's coming for precipitation. So in that event, you can say if we get a 6-inch rain in one shot, well, how's it going to flow on your land or the piece of land that you've got that you're looking at.
He says the program has been such a success that other provinces are watching it with vested interest.
I know they're quite interested in Manitoba, looking at this program to help with their flood mitigation, and also Saskatchewan is looking. In fact, Saskatchewan, the talks we've had, we might even extend the South Saskatchewan River Basin project into Saskatchewan all the way down to Manitoba.
Jacobson says this information will be of high interest to irrigation districts and municipalities when it is all compiled.
All the brewers up here, and they start talking about their beers. You know, they're very passionate about their product, and that's going to come through.
6 business partners have joined together to bring more craft brewing to central Alberta. Blind Man Brewing co-owner Hans Doof gets excited as he describes the passion behind his Lacombe-based company to Rural Roots Canada.
We're just avid beer guys, and we wanted to have more beer in rural areas and more craft beer. So we feel that as that process went along with the two of us, these other guys came and joined us, and we about 6-8 months ago now, and they were a great addition to the team with experience and connections to the market and beer geeking out. So we feel that we have a lot more confidence coming to the market with this beer.
Doof says that they have a strong connection to agriculture.
I'm a rural guy. I've been in horticulture my whole life. I'm in a very farm oriented community. We live in Lacombe, which is 20 minutes from RR malting. A lot of my friends are making malt barley and growing malt barley just for RR.
Doof says despite them just opening up, they have had some really good reviews. Erie-Canada-based maltster Hobo Malting is looking to fill a gap, providing small batch malt for brewers and, in the process, connect the farmer to the glass. Christopher Fasoli's energy level rises as he talks about his company Hobo Malting and how they plan to fill a major gap in the brewing industry in Alberta.
To help these mad scientist brewers produce a top quality beer for the consumer, which we all love.
Fasoli says they hope to bring the maltose back.
The maltoses were predominant pre-prohibition, where a lot of farmers were the malt houses, and when prohibition came, the small craft breweries and the small craft malt houses became abolished. Our goal is to bring that malt house back.
He says their farm-to-glass movement will give consumers the backstory of where their malt in their craft beer is coming from.
We were able to provide that to them. Along with the farm-to-glass movement, we're able to provide them the field that it was grown in, the traceability, I guess, behind it. So the field that was grown in, the inputs that were put into it, the harvest date, the plant date, and also the introduction to the farmer. That the consumer is going to be able to know right from plant date to brew date and all the steps in between.
But in the end, for farmers, craft brewers will show you the money.
For more on these stories, go to ruralrootscanada.com. For Rural Roots Canada, I'm Eric Smith, getting to the stem and meat of agriculture. This has been a Rural Roots Canada production.